I believe I am now live streaming. Welcome. Glad you could be here when you get around to it. My name is Joseph Earl Walker III, and this is Dreaming Reality with God and Music. This is just going to be some free-form thinking. Don't have any notes other than a thought. I hope the music is not too loud. Let me see here. I should do this. Okay. Be right with ya. So I'm going to be talking about free will. I hope I'm live. Yes, it says I'm live. I have one watching. That'd be me. Okay. I took care of a couple things there. Free will. And I may cut this short. I will see. I'm not in a soundproof studio. Need to mute that. So I'm not in a soundproof studio, and sometimes the guy upstairs likes to do things, and we'll see. So I hope everybody is well. Gots to be well. I almost bought soundproof panels. Uh-oh, I hear him moving. He may vacuum. We'll see. I don't want to get. I may come back later and do this. My thoughts are already starting to get a little discombobulated. That's what I get for not writing notes. It's all in my mind. Right? Free will. God, it is said, created you and everyone and gave them free will. What does that mean? Whose will is it that I experience? Some say everything comes from God. So then where do I come into this? And if God creates everything, then everything I do is sort of predetermined in the sense that God created it. I think that free will that's the point where, I'm trying to think of how to put it the best way. So many ways I see it in my mind. I like Father, and Father has his hands on a bike that you're sitting on for the first time. No training wheels. Let's go. And that's where your free will comes into play. Because Father doesn't have anything to say at that point. It's all you. It's all you. I think the problem or the confusion with free will is that Father gave us, God gave us, whatever floats your boat, gave us that free will to now go out and be your own. Everything comes down to you. I think people think you can do anything you want. And I don't think it's that way at all. It's not about doing anything you want. Sure, you could. There's guidelines. There's rules. I, for the life of me, can't understand the world that I now live in, because it's not a reality that I focus on. Me and my free will has no part in what is playing out. Does yours? See, this is the thing. I think that a good number of people realize that you have to exercise self-control. You have to hold compassion, understanding, sympathy. In every decision you make. That's such an easy thing to do, but why is it then that so many choose not to? And I can say that they choose not to, because all I have to do is look around, open my eyes, and listen. I see the world. I'm here. In it. Why is the world the way it is? You have free will. That means everything that's going on in this world has absolutely nothing to do with God other than the gift that was given you. Free will. And the means to exercise it. This body, this mind. Are you creating your reality, your will? That's one of those that I subscribe to that. I mean, there's a reason why you're here, and you have a mind and it has thoughts. Your thoughts. I recognize that all is one at the same time. We all share something in common. It's inescapable. No matter how hard you try, if you're trying to hide, you can't hide forever. And this is about forever. The reason I'm thinking about these thoughts is because I live in a moment where my mind has been confronted with a thought, that reality around me, the experience that I've been having is not as it was. Or so my mind says, and it's very adamant. There's absolutely nothing one could do to change my thoughts. I'm experiencing it, and based on the person I am and the life I have lived and the thoughts that I have carried, the search I'm on, it makes perfect sense for me to see a reality that's changing. You do it. You know you do. You dream. You've been dreaming for as far back as you can remember. You've been dreaming. Anything is possible. Remember telling yourself that at some point? There was a day, a night, and a thought that anything is possible. But then you let go. And that's something we do to each other. And grab on to others. You know, you're that little child, and anything is possible, and you're on a balloon and it's floating away, and mom and dad are like, come back down here where you belong. So I'll get back to free will. While I'm thinking about it, I just want to say that I'm doing a lot of things right now. I want to put up Mandela quick thoughts, simple minute, 2 minutes, maybe 3, just real short thoughts on what comes next. So I did a couple of those, and I'd like to do those. Put a couple up a week, I guess. So I'm doing that. I just started doing that. I am also still doing the videos that I'm editing and putting together. The next one is God and Foundations. Taking a little longer than I'd like, although I'm not overly frustrated because I want it to be what I want, and so I write and rewrite. So there's that. I am also busy interacting with others for a cause that I am on, which is accountability. I want to know what's going on with this Mandela effect. There needs to be some word from the system. Something that recognizes it, whatever that is, there needs to be. Because there's a lot of people. And I've been thinking about this even more because we have this virus that's spreading around, and I look at all the people that are affected as infected, and there's quite a large number of them. So why is this not being addressed? It's not making my life easier when not that I guess any answer from them would quell any desire in me for some answers. But it's a step, I think, in the right direction. This is not going away. There's absolutely no way that this is going away. There's no point in ever having had it happen if that's the case. No, this is going somewhere. And I don't think it's about Mandela effects. That was just to get your attention. Plain and simple, short and sweet. And it did that for me from day one. It got my attention. I needed to know, what is this? Because this, I've said throughout this journey that this is like God interacting on some level. That's how powerful the magnitude is. The realization of such a thing is reality changing. So yeah, I'm on that little mission, submission. I'm not rushing it. I'd like to at some point be able to combine the conversations that I'm having, whether they're via the phone or in text, and put them all together into a video at some point. I've made that very clear out there that this is what this is all about. I intend to be very public about this with the answers that I'm getting. Again, this is about accountability. And you have no accountability if the answers are not put out there. So we'll see. Like I said, I'm doing these, and I'm writing. I'm still writing. Dawn of New Man. So yeah, I got lots going on. Now I've had music in my mind strongly the last week, the last few weeks. Actually, the last month. I miss playing keyboards. That's my main instrument. Although I do know how to play the trombone, and if I haven't played it in a while, I'm sure it would come back pretty quick. I can already remember the notes in my mind and the position to slide to. And a little bit of guitar. Keyboards. I've always wanted to make music, and now with computer, it's so easy. It's just taking the time to do that and getting the right software. I have some that came with my keyboard that I bought, but I think I'm going to have to buy something a little bit more workable than what I got. And I like doing the live streams from every now and then, which I'm doing right now. And the free will has been on my mind. Whose is it? Whose reality is it? The reality's changing. Is it my reality that's changing? Is it our reality is changing? Whose reality is it? Is your reality yours, and yours alone? I think it is. There's a point, a moment among endless moments of possibility where it is your reality. And whether you move onward from that point is entirely up to you. It's where the free will. The free will comes in. Well, I hope I was close enough to the mic. So I wish I had somebody that actually popped in. But I'm trying to do this from the beginning. I don't go tell people, go see my page, other than I posted a link on my Facebook page. Oh, it's showing me that. There I am. There we go. There's my Facebook page. I posted the link. Let's go back. I'm going to close this one down. I didn't really plan to do a long stream. I'm not quite ready for spending that kind of time. I want people to be here. Where am I going? Right there. To interact with. Ask questions. I think it's your will. And I think that we have to learn to contain ourselves, to restrain ourselves before we're going to be allowed to move onward. If you're wondering where I have King Tutankhamun on my shirt, I know a lot of people say Tutankhamun. I remember growing up as a little boy, and that was how I remembered hearing it on the TV documentaries. Then I eventually heard it pronounced the right way, and it's a little different than Tutankhamun. Anyway, I'm going to keep doing what I do, and then sharing a message. God is here, right now, with you, with everyone. Again, you can call God whatever you want. Reality, nobody knows what this is. They don't. They want to know. There's nothing wrong with that. Let me see here. I have two monitors. A big monitor and a small monitor off to the side. Okay, so I hope everybody's well. Subscribe if you haven't yet. I'm going to keep doing these. My first couple of live streams are pretty pretty intense at times, pretty gritty, pretty hard. I had to get it out of my system. We all have that in us. I don't care who you are. There's a point in your life, a moment in your time, where you are who you are. We're all feeling beings. Love, trust, and forgiveness. More than ever. Be well and smile.